This is the only thing that's holding you back from manifesting all your desires. Stop listening to a million different techniques, manifestation videos, trying to heal or fix you. They just need this little bit of healing and then you are fine, you are good, or you need to be in a high vibration 24/7 to get your desire. Like, get away from that, because that is toxic. As to try to stay in high vibration like we're not human beings with emotions, and that we should honor. We should use it for our own advantage. So today I'm going to cover how do we shift to the version of us that we desire to be permanently, and how can we be in that? How can we manifest our desires? How can we hold that desire within ourselves to already have it, to be with it without trying to pretend or fake it till you make it? So this, I'm also going to share my own story from how I went from a very insecure, in survival mode 24/7, very stressed, very depressed, tried to manifest all these things, knew about law of attraction to this version of me now, here, to follow my passions with ease, with confidence, because it doesn't have to be hard. And I thought I just needed a little bit more healing or see this video in order to manifest my desires. Like that, I just needed something outside of me, like a technique to manifest my desire. So first of all, my name is Nana. I help people to raise their vibration and expand their consciousness to manifest your dream life. Or more, I would like to say, to remember who you truly are. Because everything that I share is just a reflection of your consciousness. It's just a reflection of you. I'm helping you to remind yourself of who you are, of love, abundance, authenticity, which is one of the highest vibrations, authenticity. And that includes that you can be vulnerable. You can be sad and still manifest your desire, because authenticity is that. It's being honest, it's being yourself unconditionally and loving yourself unconditionally. So I want to start to share how did I shift from a very insecure girl thinking that I needed to work hard, that I need to stay in a high vibration, I needed to say so many amount of affirmations to embody this version of me that already has it, to then manifest it. Well, when I was in school, I was very stressed, very depressed. I felt like that I was just the one not getting what I wanted. I was the only one not getting what I wanted, and everyone else just got that. And I really felt like that no one was listening to me. I felt like I wasn't heard, wasn't seen. And this is exactly the opposite of what I'm doing today, is that I'm making videos to be seen, to be heard, to express my truth. But back then I was like the complete opposite. I was holding myself back. I was so damn insecure. I felt like an outsider all the time, and I was also bullied, like so many things. And then I got into law of attraction when I was 14 years old and started to know about that, how we create our own reality and that our thoughts create our reality. So I tried to think more positively. I tried to manifest myself as the leading role in a theater play. That didn't work. And then I was like, oh my God, that means that I'm not good enough to manifest. Like there's something wrong with me. I need to fix something, get some fixing from the outside to help me to fix myself, because I am broken. So that was my belief. Then I still kept trying and trying to think positive, say so many affirmations every day, meditate, yoga, you know what, everything. But nothing worked. It actually felt like it became worse. I felt like more not worthy. I felt like everything was falling apart even more. And I felt like even like more as a failure and a loser. So then some years passed by and I really felt like so like a loser, and I didn't know what to do. But then I started to know about the law of vibration, the law of oneness, and started to learn how we are all connected, how everything is already here. So I was starting to perceive manifestation in a different way. But I still felt like I was holding on to the old identity of myself, that it was just possible for me to be in this high vibration all the time, or to feel like I already had my desire. So what really changed this one block that I shifted, so everything changed, that you can do as well, is that I realized that everything that I have in my reality back then was what I desired at some level. And please hear me out, because it was a desire for comfort. So my thoughts were like subconsciously like, if I become like a singer-songwriter and an actress and all of these things I wanted to become, I was so afraid what people would think of me or judge me, that I then sabotaged myself to then not even have a risk at experiencing people judging me. So I didn't feel safe with being a singer-songwriter, didn't feel safe at posting videos, even though I tried, but I was still thinking so much, what is people thinking of me? So it was blocking me. I was not truly authentic, and I was not staying committed to that new identity, to that which I desired, to the version of me I desired to be. So when I realized that everything I have in my reality is actually because I chose it, because I thought this was better in a way, even though my soul just desired in my soul to have something more and to express myself more. So what changed it all was safety. The key is safety, to feel safe with what it is you're desiring. So let's give an example. You want to manifest a romantic relationship, your soulmate, but you have this subconscious fear of being abandoned, that then you're doing everything in your power to try to avoid getting in a romantic relationship. And this is probably subconsciously you're doing this. You're like, oh, I wish to have just a deep connection with like a soulmate. But I just feel like that I'm just so afraid that they will abandon me or I will get hurt. So I will try to then avoid not actually manifesting it. And then you feel even more frustrated, you feel more sad, you feel more stressed, you feel like you're not good enough because nothing is happening, but it's because you're sabotaging yourself. And you're not actually seeing the root cause of why it's not happening. It's because you don't feel safe. So it's about shifting your perspective. So the key to this is to experience the opposite. And how do we experience the opposite of the trauma of feeling afraid of being abandoned? Or if it's money, it could be that you're afraid of losing it, the money, or that people will think you're evil because you have a lot of money, or that you have to work very hard to earn money. So therefore you're just like, no, I don't want to work hard. I just keep my 9-to-5 job. So this is about shifting the belief, to be aware of what is it you're afraid of, what are you trying to avoid, and then to shift that into safety requires to experience the opposite. And this I gave first to myself. And how do we give that experience to ourselves of safety, of feeling safe? Well, first of all, it is to recognize and admit that you are the source of love and security, that everything outside of you is a reflection of you, and it's your energy. You put the meaning in everything that you're experiencing. You putting the meaning in that your job is going to give you security, but it's your energy that gives you that sense of security. But why would you limit the security to your job? Only your job. And also, you could lose your job right now. Like right now, you could lose your job. Well, that's not security then. You are the source of security. And when we say, I am the source of security, what happens in your body then? What happens? What do you feel? And that resistance that can come up when you say, I'm the source of security, then there can come some resistance up. So feel that and identify that, so you can work with that resistance. And that could be example through feeling it, where it's placed in the body, physically, how it feels like a sensation. And remember, these are just permission slips in order for you to let go of the resistance, let go of the survival mode. It's not who you are. It's beliefs from society, from your parents that taught you about how money works, how security works, how love works, that love is something outside of you that you experience in a relationship. But the love you experience in a relationship is just a reflection of the love within yourself, or you would not be able to experience it. There's simply nothing you can experience that is not already within yourself, because you're matching that frequency. You're saying yes, you're agreeing with that frequency. So how to start this is to feel the resistance, is to embrace the resistance. Because the paradox is, when we embrace it, when we accept the resistance, when we're okay and we realize, hey, we're actually not going to die. Because subconsciously we can think and feel like we're going to die. That's why we're in survival mode. Because we're thinking we're going to die, and there's also the amygdala in the brain that says that when, example, a tiger comes, because you think you're going to die. That's the same thing when you feel stressed about work. You could think you're going to die. So it's really about welcoming it. And this is the paradox of when everything shifts, because then you're not afraid of feeling this resistance. There's nothing wrong with feeling resistance. It's a relief when you start to feel the resistance without the story, to only feel the sensation, the feeling, but not with the mind story, because we experience feelings, sensations, emotions differently according to what story we have. But we can experience only the feeling, because then we can let go of it. Then it's not attached to a mind story that we have in our mind. So to get in this state of truly letting go of this resistance, feeling this resistance, welcoming this resistance, to just in that way release it, is to be in a meditative state, to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. And a way could be saying, I am the source of security. And whatever awkwardness or resistance or whatever that comes up, just be with that. Like, maybe even imagine your inner child standing in front of you. What are they saying to you? Be there for them. And just remember to breathe. Because through breath, we create safety. We create receptivity. We can receive when we are in the breath. In the breath, there is no survival mode. Because when we're in survival mode, we're like up here. We're like, you can see like, but when we're down here into the stomach, take your breath down into your stomach. We can only be present, because the breath is in the present, which is the only thing that exists. So through breath, through accepting and being with everything there is right now, and letting go of the stories, which automatically you will let go more of the stories and only in the feeling sensations when you breathe, then you can start to release it that way. It needs to be felt. It's emotions, it's energy in motion. And I actually just made a guided meditation to release these stuck emotions to manifest more effortlessly. So you can just go up here or here to watch that guided meditation. I also have a lot of other guided meditations to help you to come in this relaxed state and connecting to your breathing, feeling safe within your body, because that is really the key to feeling safe with your desire, and to then automatically bring it into your life naturally. Because when we feel safe with it, you will naturally start to both be in the state of the wish fulfilled, and then you're naturally also going to take the action with quiet. But you don't need to think so much like logically with your ego, like, how do I bring this into my reality? I need to do this and that. No, it will actually just come naturally. Just trust the flow. So everything just comes with it when you feel safe, because then it feels like the obvious choice of that reality. And then you don't feel comfortable. And then your old version of yourself doesn't make sense to hold on to. And we only hold on to things we think is in our favor, that is serving us in some way. Even though it might feel painful, the old version of us, we held on to that. And I'm saying held because it's in the past, maybe even now. But we held on to that because we thought it was serving us. So now we're starting to see, doesn't it make any sense? By bringing this resistance up to the surface and releasing it, we can see through the illusions of the blocks that we're not broken, that the resistance is just traumas that we have been stored in the body, trying to avoid. So this was today for this video. If you liked this video, if it resonated with you and helped you in any level, remember to like in peace and subscribe with the bell so you get updated when I post a new video. And of course, if you want any one-to-one coaching sessions with your personal block or resistance that you want guidance on to really truly feel safe in your body, I do one-to-one coaching sessions. There's a link down in the description to that. Also to my Phoenix Club community, where we also dive deeper into this just as a community. But where there is much more focus on you and your question, your struggle. And of course, also a lot of guided meditations I have on there, and also free worksheet. So there's a lot of different things you can get out of it on my website, aligntoshine.net. And then I just send you a lot of unconditional love wherever you are in your journey right now. And I'll see you next time.